I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi.
And now a quick check of our starting lineups showing us who will hit the floor first.
A lot of motivation to win this game. There might be a little contention between these two teams.
Oh yeah, it could get spicy, and it's not like these teams play often. Since they're in different conferences, they don't see each other too much.
Yeah, and that's what makes this particular rivalry special. Nothing like a little east-west action. It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
Carrington with the ball. Arike Ogunbowale on the wing. Pass to Smith.
Now here's Carrington.
6 on the shot clock from the arc. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Clark guarded now by Ogunbowale. And it's the Wings ball.
Pass to Carrington.
Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far.
And here's Smith.
Ogunbowale from long range. Natasha Howard with the rebound. Bonner outside. Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. And the Fever hit again from deep.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Now here's Ogunbowale.
Pass to Carrington.
Let's go with a 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for her.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. Dallas with the rebound.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Pass to Smith. Hines Allen. Ogunbowale from long range. No good that time.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
Now here's Carrington.
She's got 6. Pass to Smith. Here McCowan, high post. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Encouraging to see McCowan extend her range a bit. Forces her defender out, adds some spacing to the floor.
Now Clark, guarded now by Ogunbowale. Now here's Clark. She's guarded closely, and she comes up with the deuce.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here is McCowan. Ogunbowale. She's covered by Clark. And there's the 3-second violation. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell back to Clark. The 3.
McCowan with the rebound.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell.
Smith inside. Howard's there. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Rebounded by the Fever. Boston with it. Now guarded by Smith. Back to Mitchell. Over to the wing. Launches a 3.
And Clark gets the 3.
Yeah, a very nice feed by Mitchell there. She's a team-oriented player who enjoys setting the table for open teammates.
Here's Harrington.
She's got 6. Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Ogunbowale.
The shot's good on the assist by Maisha Hines Allen.
Strong answer from Ogunbowale, a title winner in college. She is a flat-out competitor.
Boston outside.
Back to Clark. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Carrington. Pass to McCowan. And here's Ogunbowale. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It goes on Natasha Howard.
Confident, strong, and athletic. Ogunbowale is a tough cover.
2 shots. Shoot 2.
And the first one drops.
And for all the success Ogunbowale has had in the WNBA, her heroics at the college level still really stand out.
Absolutely. Her buzzer beater to win the national title in 2020 is a magical moment. And it was no layup. We're talking about a fadeaway 3 with the defender all over her.
Both good at the line.
No doubt about it, Arike Ogunbowale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Well, you know, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Arike is always applying pressure to the defense.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's Clark, guarded closely. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Here's the 3. Rebound Dallas.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
And foul called on Caitlin Clark.
That is her first foul of the game. Pass to Hines Allen. Ogunbowale. She's covered by Clark. Outside Ogunbowale.
Harrington.
Back to Ogunbowale. 4 on the shot clock. Offline from top of the key jumper.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
And here's Clark, guarded now by Ogunbowale. 3-pointer.
Another miss there by Caitlin Clark.
Dallas trailing here. West side, Ogunbowale. Inside. Here's McCowan. Great pass to set up the land.
Obviously, McCowan's 6'7" size helps her down low, but she also has a little host of ways to beat you in some nice touch.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for her. The tray. Hines Allen pulls it in.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Pass to McCowan.
Smith with it.
Outside Ogunbowale. Mitchell outside, trying to get back on track. She gets it in there.
Great focus from Mitchell offensively, finding herself that mid-range shot.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell. Smith outside. Hines Allen.
Screen by Hines Allen.
There's Agunbowale with the three.
Out to Hines Allen.
Agunbowale jacks up a three. Drills the three-pointer. And this game is tied up now.
Well, whether Enrique is off the dribble, screen, catch and shoot, spotting up, whatever, she hits threes pretty much every way possible.
Now here's Mitchell. 8 points for her. Right side, Howard. Clark outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass for Agunbowale. Hines Allen. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. The three is up.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
And it's the Fever ball. Here's Mitchell. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
In terms of defensive guards, who do you think is the best in the league, Ryan?
I think you start with Brittany Sykes. She's been all defense the last 4 seasons and creates havoc at the point of attack.
And I like Jordan Canada. You know, she's a little smaller at 5'6", but she piles up the steals, is normally amongst the league leaders, and is so quick. I mean, she is a menace guarding the ball.
And Mitchell understands her role on this team. She's out there to score as often as she can.
So she gets them both.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
With the ball. Now Colson.
Cunningham, covered by Segrist.
Pass to Mitchell. Over Charles. Again, the miss by the Fever. Here's Dallas now. Trailing by 2. Right wing. Here's McCowan. And that misses. That would have put them up. Mitchell with it, working on Charles. Mitchell's shot's good.
It's almost like she was born to score. Mitchell consistently finds a way to put points on the board. What a skill.
Outside Charles.
Segrist.
Nails the baby hook.
Well, it's really almost like an automatic 2 points. Put them up on the board anytime she gets the ball that close to the basket.
The defense has to battle to keep her out of that position in the first place, or it's going to be a long day for them.
Here's Colson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Lopez Seneschal. Segrist. He's covered by Cunningham. Segrist misses.
The Fever with the lead. And here is Mitchell. No good on that shot. Outside Charles.
Lopez Seneschal outside.
And Foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
You almost feel bad for the defender. I mean, slowing down McCown in the paint is impossible once she gets the ball. Half the foul there.
This is her first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her. So after making the first, she goes 1 for 2. Clark with it. She's got 10. And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the Fever hit again from deep. Dallas trailing here. Enrique Agumbawale drives in.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Fever ahead. They're up by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
By Segrist. And there's Agumbawale with the 3. Rebounded by the Fever. Clark outside to the middle. Dantas banked in off the glass.
Great assertive inside play from Dantas. Gets right where she wanted to be and scores.
Outside Charles. Pass to Harris. Shoots. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And it's the Fever ball.
And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Now here's Harris. The quick look, no good that time.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Kicks it out to Clark. Shoots over Harris. Shots good by Clark.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
Outside Agumbawale. Over Wallace. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
The pick and roll game is the bread and butter for Ogunbowale. Loves working off picks and finding little spaces to operate.
Now here's Cole. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Clark. Lets it go from deep. Made that one. It's her 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Playing unselfish basketball, Wallace knows better than to just hold on to it.
Outside Charles. Segrist. Harris with it. She's covered by Clark. Now here's Agumbawale. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Wallace. Clark. Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket.
Well, not just a perimeter threat, Cunningham is also dangerous on the interior.
Outside Charles. Back to Mubawale. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Well, get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Back to Clark. From deep. And the fever hit again from deep.
Nice ball movement from Hull. Terrific at recognizing when her teammates are open.
Here's Dallas now. 9-point game. Outside Charles. Back to Mubawale. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Pass to Hull. Back to Clark. 3-pointer. The rebound by Charles. Harris fires the 3. Unable to get that one to go.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Pass to Wallace. Cunningham sets a screen. From 15 feet away and stolen by Charles. Now here's Harris. She's covered by Clark. Agunbowale from long range. In for her 7th make in 13 attempts.
The moment Agunbowale steps on the floor, Enrique's got one thing on her mind: pile up the points.
Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. And Caitlin Clark hits from deep.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Outside Agunbowale. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Fever. They've led by as much as 10. To the inside. Dantas misses the baby hook. So it's Dallas now. They trail by 6. Outside Agunbowale. Moves over Dantas. Offensive board. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Dallas wins, Maddie Siegrist. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one.
All right, I know you're both wildly unqualified, but I'm going to make you GMs for the day here. Do you go with a deep team or a top-heavy roster?
I'm going top-heavy. You need elite talent to win in this league, and multiple stars always help with that.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll throw in the talent pool in this league is just so deep. Those so-called depth players, they're still really good.
And that's good as she hits both shots. The Fever leading. Mitchell outside. Boston sets a screen. Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Good D by Melissa Smith. Pass to Agunbowale. Siegrist outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Harrington. This one for three. Good, and the assist goes to Melissa Smith.
Putting those guard skills to work. Carrington with the quick trigger.
Timeout called the Fever. Here's Boston. That one's on target from the wing.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Carrington. She's got 9. Agumbawale, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
The wings trail. Pass to Carrington. Now here's McCowan. She's covered by Mitchell. McCowan with the bucket.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Howard. Offensive rebound. Caitlin Clark with the 3. He can't hit that time. Here's Agumbawale. She's got 22. Pass to McCowan. Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell. And here's Smith. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Nice move by Melissa Smith inside, getting herself the high percentage look.
The Fever trailing.
And in 2023, Melissa Smith led the WNBA in defensive rebound percentage.
You know, defensive rebounding, it's not a skill we talk a lot about, but it's so important. You end the defensive possession with the board. And Smith, she's as good as anyone at boxing out, securing the glass.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Carrington. 9 points in the game. Pass to Harris. And here's Carrington. Bonner defending. There's a screen by McCowan. 5 on the clock. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
And we're close to reaching the 30th season of the WNBA. What a milestone.
And the stability we currently have, it's just so important. The league is in a great place. Plus, guys, it's continuing to grow.
Yeah, the W is on very solid ground. And as you said, Tim, I think we just keep getting bigger.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and one of the buzzwords that you hear about Carrington is aggression. She brings a very aggressive mindset to every time she steps on the floor.
And good on the second, so she makes both. Now Bonner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Hole. Mitchell outside. To the paint. McCowan with the steal.
And here's Harris.
Here's McCowan. She's guarded by Boston.
Clock at 6. Here's Smith. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Yeah, she's got that shot down. Confident stroke from Smith.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Harris. Back to Mitchell. Bonner on the wing. To stop the run. Drops in the tray.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
Harris with it. Now Mitchell defending. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Fever making a switch here.
Number 51, Sydney Colson.
They can get back in front with some points right here.
And they got behind, but they hung in there, and they didn't let it get out of hand.
Here's Colson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's all evened up.
Was not phased at all by the bigger defender on her, and in the low block, I thought she might be a little phased.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be her comfort zone, but hey, she looked pretty comfortable right there, didn't she?
Here's Carrington. That's good, and it's Tierra McCowan with the assist.
Fantastic dish from McCowan. Easy hoop for the team. Love it when a center can move the ball.
Here's Colson, covered by Harris. Pass to Bonner. Screen by Howard. For 3. Bonner can't hit. Now here's Harris. Bonner defending. Harris with it. Outside, Hines Allen. 6 to shoot. The 3 ball. Howard with the rebound.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3. Good on the triple.
Well, that's the decisiveness you need to have on catch and shoot jumpers. Howard doesn't really second guess her shot attempts.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell. Now here's Carrington. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through.
And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Dallas with the ball.
Here's Harrington.
Pass to Hines Allen.
Smith.
Tipped.
It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston.
Bonner outside. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
Now Carrington.
Asto Gumbawale.
Now Carrington.
She's covered by Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gumbawale. Moves over Clark.
Agunbawale shot is off.
Now here's Clark. Guarded now by Agunbawale. Down low for the lead. Pass to Howard. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Good chance here for Natasha Howard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Now here's Carrington.
She's covered by Mitchell. Now here's Agunbawale. Here's Hines Allen.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
So it's Indiana now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. That gives them the lead.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Now here is McCowan.
She's got 7. Outside Agunbawale. There's a screen by McCowan. Puts up a 3. And another miss by Dallas.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shot.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Boston with it. McCowan defending.
Clark left side. Bonner outside. Poked away.
Great looking rebound. Established position, maintained the box out to perfection.
Outside Agunbawale.
Pass to Carrington.
Back to Agunbawale.
Here's McCowan. Smith with it.
Guarded by Howard. Clock at 4. Shots good by Smith.
You know, that's what we're used to her doing, but she hasn't had her normal impact offensively. If they keep getting her touches, though, this game won't be tied for long.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Mitchell. Good D by Maisha Hines Allen.
Credit to D there. got in her face, got her hands up, made sure she was not comfortable in the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on her. Didn't allow her the space she needed to get a good shot off. I just love that effort.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Boston.
Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Smith.
In a league of tall players, 6'7" Tierra McCowan still stands out.
And it's not just about her height, it's about how she uses it. Entering the 2024 season, McCowan has the best career rebounding percentage in league history.
Indiana trailing. Pass to Clark. Now here's Mitchell. Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Bonner with it. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
When Bonner gets a clean look, she doesn't hesitate. She's good in catch and shoot situations.
Here's McCowan. There's Agumbawale with the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Boston.
Back to Clark. Takes the 3. And here's Agumbawale.
Pass to Carrington.
That one falls, coming off Enrique Agumbawale's nice feed.
It's just terrific to see Carrington taking charge on the offensive end. And you know the bench loves to see it as well.
Outside Howard. There's the 3. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Now here's Bonner, covered by Hines Allen. And there's the call on Agumbawale.
Enrique.
That is her first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bonner. There's the triple. Drains the 3-pointer.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Now here's Carrington. She's got 16. McCowan inside. She's guarded by Boston. McCowan with the bucket.
I mean, come on. You think a little tap is going to stop McCowan? No way. She's just too tough.
Bonner with it. 9 points in the game.
Pass to Boston.
Clark, guarded now by Agumbawale. Clark, that one's good.
The assist. Boston.
Now here's Agumbawale. And she has 28 points for the game. To the middle. McCowan, no good. So it's Indiana now. Mitchell left side. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Nathan Clark outside. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Here's Harrington.
Outside Agumbawale. Off the mark there with the 3.
Well, you could see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that 3, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Now Bonner. Clark outside. Shoots over Agumbawale. And the shot by Clark, no good.
That's the shot she had to take.
No question. The decision was good, just didn't execute.
Here's Carrington. And Bonner pulls it down. The Fever with the lead. Here's Clark. Drops in the layup for 2.
Such an unselfish player. Bonner is one of the best passing forwards in the WNBA, constantly looking to get everybody involved.
Now here's Agumbawale. Pass to Carrington. To the inside. Smith misses from close range. And here's Boston. Clark with it. 33 points for her. And here is Mitchell, covered by Carrington. Just 5 on the clock. Now Clark. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Timeout.
And the Wings call time here.
Well, Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league, and it's easy to see why she's so well liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes. I mean, she attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
Dallas with the ball. They trail by 6. Here's McCowan. Soft touch off the glass.
Oh, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Now here's Mitchell. 15 points in the game. Here's Clark. And she banks in the layup. Now Harris. Outside Charles. Pass to Carrington. Now here's Harris. D right on her.
McCowan.
6 to shoot. Fires from 14. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
She's definitely got that shot in her arsenal.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Carrington. Bonner outside. The 3.
The rebound by Segrist.
The Wings trail. And here's Carrington. 16 points for her.
Screen by Segrist.
From past the arc, that ball is good for another field goal, her 6th, and she's at a 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Pass to Hole. Back to Mitchell. Clark outside. Lets the 3 fly. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Now Carrington. To the left side wing. Here's Segrist. Pass to Harris. From downtown. The Fever pull it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. He got lucky.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 15. Up top, Dantas. That 3 off the mark. And it's the Wings ball.
A 4-point game. Screen by Segrist.
Here's McCowan. DeWanna Bonner with the rebound. Here's Clark. No good with the layup. Now here's Harris. She's covered closely. Pass to McCowan. Here's Carrington. They get it again. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What an absolute force McCowan is down low. The board, the points, what a talent.
Clark outside. Watches it. That shot, no good. 3/4 of play and a close game here. The Fever on top, up by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And it's the Fever ball. The lead is 2. To the right side. Here's Colson, covered by Harris. Caitlin Clark with the 3. It's good from long range.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Now here's Harris. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
Terrific effort from Harris on that play. Doesn't back down and draws the foul.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Fever making a change here. And she can't hit the second.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Colson. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Turner. Count that one.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Outside Agunmawale. Screen by Lopez Seneschal. Outside Agunmawale. For 13. Hole with the rebound. The Fever leading. Picked by Dantas. Inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
In the paint, Dantas insists on getting her shots. Doesn't allow contact to slow her down.
Back to Agunmawale from the corner and right on target with the switch. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Colson. Turner a screen. Connects from three-point range.
3.
Dallas with the ball. Outside Agunmawale. Chalk up 2 right there.
Full speed ahead. Watch out, Enrique taking over.
Now here's Clark. Guarded now by Agunmawale. Picked by Dantas. Pass to Colson. Clock at 6. Turner, covered by Segrist. Caitlin Clark outside. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Dallas with the rebound. Outside Charles. And there's a whistle. That goes on Turner. That's her first foul. The Fever making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Carrington with the ball. over Hole. And another miss by Dallas. Here's the Fever with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Dantas.
Harrington grabs the board.
That he should be thanking her for that miss.
Pass to Clark. Bonner outside. To the inside.
It's stolen by Segrist.
Now here's Harris.
Pass to Carrington. Segrist. Harrington defended by Turner.
Count that bucket.
Well, the inside defense tries to put the clamps on Carrington, but she makes a clever move and gets through.
Bonner outside. Back to Clark. To stop the drought. And she's good on the 3-ball.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Now here's Carrington. Ogunbowale from long range. Drills it from outside.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Bonner outside. Pass to Dantas. Hold. Clark with it. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Carrington. Here's Harris. She's covered by Clark. Now here's Ogunbowale. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
She has made a living out there beyond the arc. What a weapon that shot has been for her.
Especially at this point of the game. It's a critical time, and her three-point shot could end up telling the story.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, she's had a big half from downtown, and when she gets this hot, the green light does not get much greener.
Pass to Carrington.
Now Ogunbowale. And again, it's the wings from deep.
The D has no answer for Ogunbowale, which is why she keeps getting the ball and capitalizing.
Hole covered by Carrington.
Now here's Bonner. Dantas the screen. From outside the arc. The rebound by the wings. To the paint. Here's Ogunbowale. Rejected by Dewana Bonner.
Because of Bonner's defensive instincts, she's able to see and swat opponents' shot attempts.
Pass to Turner. And Ogunbowale picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for her.
Second personal foul.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Reads the play well and gets herself in the air at the perfect moment. Terrific denial.
Substitution on the court.
Outside to the middle. Here's Boston. Good work defensively by Tierra McCowan. Outside Ogunbowale.
Pass to Carrington. Smith.
McCowan inside. He's against Bonner. Back to McCowan. Launches a 3. Hole with the rebound.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Again, the miss by the Fever. The Wings trail.
Here's Harrington.
Pass to Ogunbowale. The three ball sinks the three-pointer.
With comfortability all across the court, Ogunbowale's jumper unlocks different options for a team's offense.
Now here's Clark. She's tightly guarded. They need this. Dallas with the rebound. Still anybody's game at this point.
No question, this becomes a very big possession.
Pass to Smith.
Siegrist with the ball.
Outside Ogunbowale. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. 4 on the clock. To tie it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. It's all knotted up. Now here's Clark. Guarded now by Ogunbowale. Mitchell a screen. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Bonner. No good from outside.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Siegrist. Ogunbowale. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. Oh, there's the bucket. Siegrist finishing it off.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebounding, effort.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
The Fever trailing. Now Mitchell. Clark outside. Back to Mitchell.
Boston.
6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Dallas with the rebound.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
Now here's Hines Allen.
Lets the three fly. And no good. So it's Indiana now. Clark outside. Down low.
Boston. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Here's the Wings with the ball.
And here's Ogunbowale. Screen by Smith. Tries from 10. That one wide left.
Boston with it.
Caitlin Clark outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Now here's Ogunbowale.
Pass to Carrington.
Three-pointer. And Clark pulls it down.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
To the inside. From close range. Rolls back up. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line with 2. And it's going to be on Melissa Smith.
Well, because Howard is such a handful inside, sometimes the defense just decides to foul her.
Good on the first. And that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2
to get the second one. Now here's Carrington. Defense is right there. Pass to Ogunbowale. Sinks it! And she has brought them within 2 points.
That is who you want taking the big shots. Arike Ogunbowale has that it factor, wants the rock in pressure spots.
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performer.
Now here's Mitchell. And they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them from this point forward. Milk the clock. That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
Well, this one, it's not over if they can get a quick score and then foul.
Yeah, a few missed free throws and they're right back in it, but it has to happen fast.
Exactly, Brian. Have to do it real quick.
Outside, Ogunbowale. Jacks up a 3. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for her, especially from long range. She's in a groove. That tray has been deadly.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up 2. So she gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And the Wings call time here.
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never an easy shot.
Boots over Clark. Off the inbound, no good. And she commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the away team, Aaliyah Boston. 2 shots.
First of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And she's able to hit the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Dallas calls timeout. And what's your take, guys?
Defenders, they'll be very cautious coming out of this timeout. The only way they can get 4 points is with a 3 and the foul. So the D, they should just back off.
volley from long range. No good. And so it's the Fever who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the villains here.
I sense that too. They really did feed off all the negative energy this crowd was directing at them. They turned it around and used it to motivate them to close out the win.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.